other side. When I have grasped your neck, the real question to be asked, where have I been?
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
If I had a nickel for every time the space dungeon in Persona 5 coincided with my wife needing surgery, I'd have 2 nickels.
Yeah, maybe don't play that dungeon
Which isn't a lot, but
ever again. So, YouTube homies, your boy is now free of their gallbladder trains. I went to the emergency room, and
they stole my wife's organs.
no, well, here's the thing, okay? A lot of times when I eat, I would get a weird stomach ache, and I just quirked that up to me being a bisexual.
What?
It's just me, you know, bad bitches got tummy troubles, right? You know, it's fine. So I was like, great,
Titan. Whoa, curse of Akumura be upon ye.
awesome. So I was like, yeah, you know, my stomach really hurts, and normally it goes away kind of quickly after I eat, but it's not going away. And then it started going up into my back. And then I was like, is that like a kidney thing? Is that like an appendix thing? So keep in mind, this is 4 days before my insurance goes in to effect. And I'm like, this isn't working. I'm gonna take a hot shower. And I don't know what that shower did, but like it made it times 100. And then I got out of the shower, almost crying. And I'm like, Jameson, I need the ER. And Jameson's like,
You came like shambling into the kitchen while I'm trying to do dishes. You thought the Wasp King was after you.
yeah. And so I went to the ER. They immediately poke and prod my stomach and give me morphine. And I'm like, that's never good in the ER.
Yeah, that's not great.
That's never good. So, by the fucking way, morphine, holy fuck. I've had that like one other time, but like,
Looks like we made a great
God, like the
miscalculation.
like it was weird. She was like, your neck and your chest are gonna get really hot. You're gonna feel dizzy for a second, but then you're gonna feel real good. Boy, was she right. But anyway, then they take me into the Evil Donut. Now, the Evil Donut is a CT scan. Very scary to enter the Evil Donut because it is in fact enclosed and awful. So they had to, excuse me, they gave me like an IV. And first they did like regular saline and did a scan. And then they did, I think it was iodine. But the lady over the speaker, she was like, by the way, you're gonna feel like you're gonna piss yourself. You're not pissing yourself. And I was like, there's no fucking shot. Poor Morgana's getting trauma dumped. And she gave it. And then I was like, oh my god, ma'am, no, there's no way. Like, I peed. And she's like, no, you fucking didn't. I just told you this shit. And then she checked and she was like, yeah, you're fine. They were like, oh yeah, your gallbladder is distended and very inflamed. You also have a very high white blood cell count. We need to go into surgery.
Yeah,
But-
like they did it like the next morning. Like I had to leave Salem at the fucking hospital.
Well, here's the thing, right? Because originally, the lady came in, and I think she only gave me this quote-unquote choice because I was self-pay, aka my insurance wasn't covered. She was like, so your gallbladder's bad and needs to be taken out. It's gonna need to be taken out now or later. What is your choice? And I, at this point, you know, it's like the meds they weren't wearing off, but I could still feel like pressure, if that makes sense. So I knew that the pain didn't go away because I could kind of like feel it in a way without it being excruciating. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna need this surgery. Like, if insurance wasn't an issue, would you tell me to get the surgery right now? She'd be like, absolutely I would, because there's also a chance it might be infected. And I was like, great. So that's what I did. So I had to sleep the night at the hospital alone because Jameson needed to go home and go to bed. And
when I need to clean up the house so you could get in and out of the fucking house.
Right.
Because I was gonna clean, like that night was
you're
gonna
gonna
be...
queen?
Like, I said clean.
It sounded like you went queen.
Like that night I was gonna like deep clean the house anyway.
Yeah.
And I was like, Salem's literally gonna like trip and die if like.
But here's the thing, because Jameson and I planned, okay, I have my date for my surgery. Jameson's going to come in before that or whatever. Okay. Then at 4 in the morning, they come in and they're like, no, as soon as the doctor gets here, like 7 a.m., you are going in for surgery. If your husband's not able to make it, we need to take you. And I was like, oh no? Like, not even joking, I started fucking crying. Like, not like my usual, Pisces crying. Like, terrified. Because keep in mind, last time I had surgery,
Didn't go well.
It was supposed to be a laparoscopic simple surgery, and I was down and out for the count for 3 months. So, terrified. And the nurse sits next to me on the bed and starts rubbing my back. Like, she's being very sweet. She's like, you'll be all right. I'll be there with you as soon as you go out if you want. I'll stay for you. I was like, you don't have to do that. She's like, yes, I do. Don't go under alone. Like, that's scary. And she did. She stayed and whatever. So the next morning, on the dot, I think it was like 7:30. Like, as soon as the doctor got there, 4 people came in. They swooped in. They took me up the stairs in this big-ass scary elevator. And then they brought me to the surgery thing, and there were already people waiting for me. And they introduced me and who they were in my surgery or whatever. And I'm still tweaking the fuck out because I have to do this alone. And I thought I would see Jameson off before doing it. And the anesthesiologist, I was especially concerned because, fun fact about me, I really am almost actually literally terrified of throwing up, and I know this sounds really lame, but like, it can give me a panic attack if I think I'm gonna get sick or if I'm gonna throw up. Like, genuinely, it's horrible. I don't know why, I've always been like that. Whatever. So one of my big things was talking to the anesthesiologist. It was like, the last time I was under, I had this little sticker behind my like on my head, like behind my ear, and it helped. So I didn't throw up, and I needed to tell him that. And he was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll get you your fun entry sticker, and we'll go raving at the party or whatever. And I was like, hello?
That reminds me.
I'll get more to him in a minute. Sorry, I'm just giving the whole life story, but I figured people are going to be curious. So then the doctor comes in, I talk through concerns with him, and he seems very, very knowledgeable. He's like, I'm going to be so honest with you. You're so valid for being scared for surgery because it's surgery, but I will also be honest with you that you're my 21st gallbladder surgery this week, and it's not even Wednesday.
That's wild shit.
I know. And I was like, oh. And he's like, when I tell you I could do gallbladder surgeries in my fucking sleep, I mean, I could do it in my sleep. I am not only extremely confident because, like, me being bigger, I have some, like, concerns. I'm like, is it going to be harder? Is it going to be worse recovery? Like, how can I make it easier? Like, stuff like that. And he's like, you're fine. You are going to be fine. But with your prior surgery, with how bad it was, I need you to give me consent if there is scar tissue.
Get the anesthesiologist over. Let's test that shit.
No, I will get to him in a minute. He was funny. But he was like, so what I'm going to do is when I'm in there, if I see scar tissue, do you give me permission to cut it out? I was like, absolutely. Do you think it's scar tissue in there? And he's like, I'm going to be so real with you. I'm not going to be surprised if your entire stomach is scar tissue if what you told me is true. And I was like, okay.
All that we have to do now is wait for his change
Fine,
of heart.
do what you need to do. And I actually have a fun fact Jameson doesn't even know about with the surgery yet.
I don't like the combination of words of fun fact and surgery.
Don't worry about it. It's not that bad. It's gonna just put icing on the cake for this surgery story. Don't cross your arms and look at me. It's gonna be a while till we get there.
Well, I need you to pause.
Uh-huh. Oh no. Oh. Kawakami. Kawakami, more like Kawamami. Am I right, boys?
Congratulations, Salem. You figured out the most basic joke about Persona 5.
Well, I'm completely done with that part-time job. Oh, and my students. I've been giving them all a lot of advice. So, about that talk we had? You know, about whether or not we should date? I'm sorry.
Go on.
That's too bad.
I feel the same way. I was so happy when you shared your feelings the other day. I finally realized how I felt. But I'm a teacher, and you're my student. You're in a tricky situation as it is. If we get caught, suspension would be just the beginning. I'm restraining myself because you're so special to me.
Whoa. We won't get caught.
Where does that confidence come from?
I don't know, lady.
Why are you so okay with this? Now I feel dumb for trying to back away. I had every intention of saying goodbye to you. Oh, fine.
Yeah!
The elephant
Why
traveler.
would you like a woman like me? You're a high school student with strange tastes. Or is that the sort of thing a member of the Phantom Thieves is into?
When did you realize?
That whole thing with Takase-kun's guardians worked out way
Yeah,
too
no, that whole, like, tell me their full legal name. Yeah, that doesn't...
Yeah.
That doesn't exactly fly over people's heads.
I appreciate the plot actually kind of addressing that.
I think, like, every romance option you can take that, like, isn't one of your party members has a bit like this where they're like, yeah, I know.
So what if I am?
Well... Don't worry. I have no intention of telling anyone. There are a lot of stories about the Phantom Thieves, but in the end...
Is
they
it
help
just every
people
social
like
link?
me, right? That's so you. I just thought you were a problem child with a criminal record, but now I know better. I'll support you 100%. You're not just a student to me. You're someone special who helped me realize my path as a teacher. A new path where I'll never abandon any of my students.
Yeah, I'm certainly not feeling abandoned right now.
Right? For my students and for
Surprise,
you.
asking for someone's full legal name is kinda sus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's like literally the only other time we'd be asking for someone's full legal name is if we had a death note in our back pocket. Like... Alright, so we, I think this is our first... Well, okay, our first maxed out social link that actually goes to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We get a special massage, you say?
I said this at the beginning of the Let's Play. If anyone is watching this and has not played Persona 5 before, and for some ungodly stupid reason you're using this as like a guide in some capacity, max out hers as soon as you can. It breaks the game wide open because it basically doubles the amount of time you have anytime you want to go to Mementos.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And now we can fuse Ardha. You can now use the phone all LeBlanc at night to ask Kawakami to come and give you the massage.
A special massage.
Kawakami says remove exhaustion, allowed to go out at night even after venturing into a palace or Mementos. So that whole we can't do RPG shit and social link shit the same night does not exist anymore.
Awesome.
Because it doesn't even cost anything.
Life really is a roller coaster, isn't it? I went from being a teacher to being a maid to dating a high school student.
Yeah, it was just like 3 pornos at once.
Hell yeah.
So, as someone who went from being my master to my boyfriend, do you have any requests for me? I'll obey them, you know, even though I'm no longer a maid.
I want you to rely on me.
Don't be so conceited. You're younger, so you should rely on me.
Fun fact, Ardha requires 2 specific fusion materials, but isn't a special fusion like Hellbiker or Blackfire. Really?
Here,
Huh.
by all means.
What do we... Do you remember what we need?
Looks are so deceiving.
Hell yeah.
I thought you were one of those shy guys who didn't pursue women. Can I stay with you a little bit longer today?
She's great.
Fucking loads back in. That couch is just like in splinters on the floor.
Fuck yeah.
It's because it's a fusion of them. It's with the I see. Makes sense.
I'm gonna go back to my surgery story because
Yeah, sorry.
I am almost done. Sorry, I know it's a long one, but I feel like it's kind of entertaining. And me being nosy, you know, if a streamer I watch had surgery, I'd want to know about it.
Yeah.
So basically, I talked to the doctor guy, and he was like, "Yeah, if there's scar tissue, let me know, or give me permission to cut it out, please."
This is it.
I was like, "Sure." Like, please, because
She's
I
like,
still
I think we
struggle
have-
with it now. It still brings me a lot of pain, honestly. So there's that. Then the anesthesiologist comes back with like 5 different things, and he's like, "All right, I know you're nervous. Here's gonna be your, what did he call it? Here's gonna be your funky juice. Let's get funky." Boop. And it went through, and this guy, mind you, he looks like a jock. Like, he looks like he would just talk like this, but he was also very professional and knowledgeable. But I appreciate that kind of a vibe with an anesthesiologist, you know what I mean? Like, and he was like, "All right, now you got that funky juice. How you feel? How you feel, baby?" I was like, "I feel really relaxed." He's like, "That's awesome. Are you ready to rave?" And I was like, "What?" So they all start pushing me into the OR. Everything is spinning. I feel awesome. I don't know what the fuck he gave me, but like, Jesus Christ. They have to kind of help me move to this operating bed table thing. And he was like, "Look up at the ceiling. You see the rave lights?" He wasn't joking. There was a little disco ball up there with rave lights.
Right.
In the operating room. And I was like, "Yeah?" He's like, "All right, get ready to party." So I wake up.
Get ready to party. Immediately passes out.
Yeah. Like, I literally told him to start counting down, and I didn't even hear it. Like, I literally, last thing I remember is ready to party. I needed that vibe to, like, go to sleep comfortably, I think.
Me at an actual party.
So I wake up, sort of. Like, my eyes aren't open, but I gain consciousness, and they are moving me from the operating bed table to the regular bed. Fucking hurts. It fucking hurts. And I remember going, "Ow, ow, ow." And the nurse is like, "I'm so sorry." You know, like, just genuine, like, it was fine once I stopped moving. But I wasn't at a point where I could open my eyes, but I was definitely
But let's just wait for the change
awake.
of heart to go through. Don't worry.
And
It'll be just like it always is.
the nurse is like, "I know you're still coming out of it. I don't know if you're going to remember this, but a nurse kept misgendering you. We are reporting it. We are filing a report. It's not okay."
Hi.
Especially like in a healthcare profession, while you are not able to advocate for yourself, it is extremely unacceptable.
What do you want to do?
And then I think I just kind of groaned a little bit,
Right, you're like, that's the last fucking thing I care about right now.
but I appreciate that from a healthcare perspective.
Well, yeah.
So then I'm kind of fading in and out of existence. I think Jameson was walking next to my bed at some point,
Yeah,
like down a hallway, and you were there?
I was in your room before you were. They directed me to where you were gonna be.
Were you with them, like having them push me back in the room though? Because I felt like I was moving.
I was in the room when they brought you in, but like I got out of their way because they had you in like a full-sized fucking like hospital bed on wheels.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to get the fuck out of the way. I forgot we had you.
I didn't.
Are you sure?
So I vaguely remember picking up on Jameson's presence a couple of times.
No, Josh, can you fucking make that guy into soup, please? Thank you.
Verbal stigma. But
Thank you.
Jameson no,
Soup, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
said
Oh
that
my-
I said something really funny, and I do not remember. I
You-
would like him to share.
So they brought you in, and you were they brought you in, and you were not doing amazing, but well you were doing pretty good. You were asleep, like half asleep, and they asked you, like you kind of half woke up, and you were like, and they were like, Salem, how you doing? And you were like, sort of making noise,
Well, how's this gonna
and they're like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your pain doing? And you were like, you thought about it, and you were quiet. You're like, 7. And they were like, okay. How can you describe your pain? Like, how would you describe your pain? Like, and you thought about it for another minute, and you went, owie. And then you fell back asleep.
No, I don't remember that at all. I remember them asking me like 4 separate times how my pain was, and I was like, God, just let me sleep. But I don't remember that.
Hello?
I do remember waking up at some point, and I think at this point it was like 3 p.m. or something. But Jameson was there across the room, like on his phone on Reddit or something, and I went,
Yeah, well, yeah, because you were just asleep, so I was just sort of like hanging out, waiting for you to say you needed something, but you were like
Yeah.
just out.
and so it was like, it was what, like 8 hours since I went to sleep, 9. And so I looked across the room and I went,
on Persona?
Pookie!
Yeah, no, I'd already been there for like 2 hours, and you went, Pookie. And I'm like, hi, Bob. And you're like, you're here. I'm like, I've been here. And you're like, really? I'm like, yeah, babe, I've been here for a couple hours. You're like, what time is it? And I looked at the clock, I was like, I don't know, like 2:30, I think, 3. And you're like, okay.
Yep. I went back to bed. I don't know if I remember you leaving.
I
also-
waited for them to be like administering your meds because I just didn't want to like be in the way.
Yeah.
I'm not making this one.
I
Select the skills
had a
you'd like
really
to
tough
inherit.
time after anesthesia. My lungs did not want to wake up. So I had to be on oxygen. And it smelled like mint. I don't know if they put mint in the scent thing to wake me up.
I think so.
Or maybe to help with nausea or something. But I just remember aggressive mint. And I had to be on oxygen till like the next day because my lungs were not working correctly. I was at like, what, 75 to 80% oxygen or some shit?
Yeah, but they said like it wasn't like anything to be concerned about. It was like just a little lower than they would have liked.
Well, she explained it to me after. It was pretty much the combination of me having asthma, but also
What do you want?
with anesthesia, sometimes like your body just picks up. Usually it's like the stomach or the lungs, and it just doesn't want to wake up. So that creeped me out a little bit, honestly, because like,
I mean, shit just happens.
yeah, like I mean, I know I'm like notoriously bad at taking my inhaler, but it wigs me out with the lung thing. I've seen people die from COPD via suffocation.
I don't think that's something you have to worry about.
I know, but it wigs me out. You know what I mean? Because like lung issues do run in the family. And like I feel like other than me not taking my inhaler, I do a pretty damn good job of breathing. You know. So the pain was on and off for quite a while. They gave me out here in Wisconsin, they make sure you're not hurting. They gave me Oxy, and
Salem certified breather.
I hadn't had Oxy before. I only had Percocet before, and that was for my wisdom teeth. That shit just immediately conks me back out. Like, I don't know how people get high off that shit. I really don't. Like,
Well,
all
that's
it
the thing,
did
'cause
is
you-
put me to sleepy land.
Well, because that's the thing. When you don't need it, you're just high out of your mind. When you actually need it, your entire body's like, oh, thank God, I'm finally not in pain. I can sleep.
I guess. So, I mostly slept for the time I was there. There was one point when I tried to, like, I had to get up, and the lady's like, you haven't gone to the bathroom or whatever. And this is probably going to be a little TMI, but I don't care. And I just, like, I was like, God, could you just put a catheter in instead? I don't want to get up. Because it hurts really bad to get up fresh out of surgery. And they didn't have the best bed to do that. It could recline up a little bit, but it didn't have, like, any steps or something on the side like some of them do. So that was awful. Having to stand up and use the bathroom. But also because I was high out of my fucking gourd, they ended up giving me more morphine.
No,
With
Lord.
the oxy. So they had to, and I quote,
Change your mind?
put a leash on me.
Justine, you
Now,
have
it wasn't a
these are the
fun
paths
leash.
you'll
It was
walk.
more around the top of my chest and under my arms, so in case I fell, they could hold me. But I was weeble wobbling, man. Like, it was, it was a little scary.
Tea is required. Then
so I went
accept
pee or
this is what you
whatever.
want.
I washed my hands, get back into bed or whatever.
Done already?
And I just keep coming in and out of consciousness. But at this
Time,
point,
inmate.
they've also pumped me so full of IV fluid, I start needing to pee every 2 hours. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna kill myself. Like, I could not tell you how horrible it was to get up and out of that bed to go pee. Every 2 fucking hours with oxy and morphine, it still hurt like a motherfucker. Like, it was,
Hey,
thinking about it makes my stomach turn.
thank you.
Yeah,
Like, that right there was probably the worst part of surgery.
understandable.
By the second day, it was already a lot better. But it still hurts a lot. Again, even with the meds, it's mostly just like going to sleep, waking up, going pee, going back to sleep. Like, it is what it is. When I first got there, the nurses had to do a really awkward examination because I'd be under surgery and in a bed for a long time. And it's to check your body for sores. And
Yeah,
like
'cause you're
all
just
that
laying
shit.
around.
Because they have to. So the second night, so they did it before I went into bed to get a baseline. It was really awkward. Whatever. And then the ladies came back in the next night and they were like, oh my gosh, how are you doing? I know you're so nervous. And I was like,
All right.
I need more drugs. Like, I am hurting quite a bit. So they're doing all that shit. And then a lady tries to help me pull me out of bed so she could do the check. And almost drops me on the floor. But I was fine. And then the next morning, I did not eat anything up to this point. I did not want to eat. I was not hungry. Everything just hurt too much. And this lady convinced me. She was like, please, have an applesauce. Have anything. I
Yeah.
will go to the kitchen myself and I will make you toast. I don't care what you, like, tell me what you want. So I was like, I'll try an applesauce. And I did. And it was fine. It just, I mean, fucking applesauce. Like, I love applesauce. I'm kind of a slut for applesauce, not gonna lie. But, like, I was in so much pain.
Kind of a slut for applesauce.
Like, I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but that hurt about as bad as when I got my tubes removed and cauterized. It just wasn't as much of, like, in my core. It was just more on my right side. So it was more manageable. So the next morning, I start actually getting hungry. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm gonna have to pay for all this anyway, out of pocket or whatever. I'm gonna get a good breakfast. So I got, like, it was scrambled eggs with cheese, turkey sausage, like toast, orange juice. And honestly, for such a big surgery, I pounded half of it. I think that's pretty good. And with gallbladder surgery,
Good morning.
by the way, in my case, they said immediately I can go back to whatever normal diet. I don't have to do
I see.
X, Y, and Z. But before I discharged, they were mentioning that you should probably do a low-fat diet for the first couple of weeks so your body can adjust to the bile not being there anymore.
Your body can get used to having to handle its shit on its own.
Yep. You know, stomach sat fine. It was mostly dealing with the pain. On all that jazz, Jameson got there, and I ended up doing a very bad idea, and I am 5 minutes from the hospital, and I didn't want to pay for any more goddamn Ubers. So I drove home.
This was an unwise decision.
This was a very unwise decision. I was no longer on morphine at that point. I felt very cognitive. I didn't take Oxy for a little bit. I purposely skipped it, and I had Tylenol instead. For I think it was like 9 or 10 hours before that.
Okay, let's go.
We're going to a buffet with our psychologist.
Hell yeah. So
Now.
internet, do not heed that advice. That's very bad advice. It was horrible driving home. The bumps were awful. I stole one of the blankets that was in there because it was very soft and thick and a really nice cotton blanket. And god damn it, if I have to pay $35K, I am taking the blanket. Fuck you. They also, I don't know what it is about like the hospital cups, but like this giant fucking sippy cup is becoming my new emotional support cup, and I kind of hate it because it's really ugly, but oh my god, I love it. It's great. So I get home, blah blah blah, and I'm just pretty much sleeping and resting in my giant grandpa chair. So 3 days after my surgery, I already had scheduled a new patient appointment. I had to go to that, get blood drawn, all that shit. The adhesives, or whatever the fuck kind of band-aids and glue they used on me, is still giving me a rash and hives, and it's horrible, and it's so itchy and red. But the doctor said that it was because of my skin, it's not infection, which is good. I got an update today from the surgical place that at the sheer amount of scar tissue that was removed during surgery, 2 pounds of scar tissue.
What?
Yeah. 2 pounds.
How the fuck were you walking?
I do not know. With the surgery, I lost like 9 pounds, but I also really didn't eat for like 3 days. And, you know, 2 pounds of scar tissue and a gallbladder, which I found out later on. During surgery, my gallbladder popped during the surgery. And, I'm very lucky I didn't get an infection. I also had, like, a ton of stones in there that the CT thing didn't pick up on.
That was great.
And it was pretty much a very good thing that we got that thing removed. So that was the Pixelated Broadcast Surgery 2 era. And, I'm doing a lot better after this one. I'm gonna be so real with you. The majority of my pain is coming from the scar tissue site. It's not even from my gallbladder.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel the difference between the two.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's mostly where the scar tissue was. It's my gallbladder. It's like an occasional twinge if I turn now, but I can sleep on my side at this point a little bit. Minor Tylenol and ibuprofen and all that jazz. He loves having his ear itched.
I see that. So, just to fill you in on what this has been, Maruki wanted to celebrate. He's almost done with his paper. He ran into an old buddy of his. He's going to peer review it for him. We're now learning that Maruki had a girlfriend, but apparently it didn't end well.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
It's not like a tragedy or anything, though. She's happy now. It's just that I didn't feel ready to enter another relationship of that sort right now. It's supposed to be a celebration. I thoroughly killed the mood. Sorry about that.
Me, for real.
It's my bad for bringing it up in the first place. Why don't we wrap things up here? And to say, it's really good to see you doing well and with your paper almost finished, too. Hey, keep an eye on this guy for me, alright? I mean, it's pretty rare to see him open up someone like he has with you. Talk to me like I'm some sort of sullen kid. Have you seen your haircut? I do need to express my appreciation properly.
What's wrong with that haircut?
Thank you so much for helping.
Haircut? He's cute. Cute.
Yeah, so that's what's been going on in the pixelated broadcast house for the past week or so.
Yeah.
Beans has been viciously angry that he can't cuddle with Salem, as is his in his mind his God-given right.
Dude, like literally I was sleeping on the grandpa chair and he was in the cat tree, which by the way is 6 feet tall, 7 feet tall. And he jumped from the very top directly onto my gallbladder. And I never have seen God so fast and have the devil tell me to break my cat in half so fucking quickly. Like, woke me up out of a dead sleep, and it hurt so bad, so sudden, it just made me dry heave. Like, I wanted to kill him. And then he had the audacity to huff at me when I told him to piss off.
No, dude, because I've been...
The boy is here right now.
So there was like a stretch of time where Salem like was sleeping in our room, like before you said fuck it, the chair is a better idea, and I'd be shutting the door so Beans couldn't get in there, and he would just, every time I would come upstairs to like grab a drink or whatever, he would just look at me. He would just sit by the door and just stare at me, and I'm like, no, Beans, and he would like meow at me, and I'm like, no, Beans, you can't, and he was just so sad.
Yeah, and now he's been a little
We need more
careful.
kindness for Sojiro. Fuck me.
Fuck.
Burger time.
I think Beans is kind of picked up on it, but Pepper immediately was cuddling me every time I was sitting, which was pretty much constant, and making biscuits. And when she makes biscuits, she's kind of really like weirdly aggressive and rhythmic with it.
Yeah, she gets into it.
She gets into it, but she started making biscuits and then turned towards my tummy. And I have never seen her make biscuits like that, but it was like little tippy tappies. Like she was being very gentle and she was purring and sleeping on my stomach and like...
She's helping.
It was so cute, dude. It was so fucking cute. I couldn't stand it. And then Mira's just being Mira. She just will appear and vibrate her tail at me, and then I'll not see her for 3 days. But, yeah, I'm getting back to normal. I just got back to work today. I got to work at home, thankfully.
What the fuck are you doing here?
And I'm really glad because then I was able to keep on, like, pajama pants, which are looser, and then also, like, kind of, you know, go at my own pace or whatever. But it was good shit. It honestly, all things considered, pretty easy surgery. The first 2 to 3 days for pain are the fucking worst. But honestly, like the pain kind of it wasn't bad if I wasn't moving.
Yeah,
It's just, I tend to like to move a lot. Like one of the reasons I really love this hammock chair.
Yeah, you go a little stir crazy
like,
too easy.
It's like I can wiggle in it and it's not a huge deal, or I can change positions. It's not a huge deal. Where like a traditional chair, it's like you can sit with your legs folded, you can sit normally, you can kind of stretch out your legs, and that's about it.
We can get
Punch ouch.
Punch ouch.
Kindness, I think is what we need.
Oh, kinder.
Yeah.
Beans.
God's provision. Okay, we don't need the rest of that right now.
What are you doing? Look at him. He's stargazing.
Oh, look, it's one of those, like, cringe cars.
All you need is, like, a girl covered in bukkake or whatever.
Someone vandalized this car! Oh, that's so... I never saw that dog before. That's really funny.
Nothing in my joke?
I didn't even hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I said we just need a girl covered in bukkake, which is the wrong word.
Wow. Where is it?
Getting bukkake'd, I guess. I don't know.
It's one of those guys who beat up Akiyama. Turns out they really were dangerous. I looked them up. I found some seriously scary stuff. Apparently, they're part of a gang that's involved in extortion stuff like that all the time. Wish I'd known that going in. Once I was telling the act I pulled, I would have been dead.
Real courage.
Gotta give the little weirdo credit where it's due. I didn't think so, but I pissed all over myself again while I was researching those guys.
Awesome.
Honestly, though, you're amazing. You weren't afraid in the slightest. I mean, it's only natural after all the nightmares you've been through. Yo, Mishima.
Hey.
Hey there. Oh, it really is Mishima. Dude, right? Nobody else can be this boring. You figured out what you're gonna do after high school?
It's just...
Nah, not yet. I'm a military. Nobody notices. You're like you stealthing around.
Hold on. I need to hear Mishima again.
Oh.
There's no fucking way.
I can't replay that. No, this isn't a voiced thing. Why? What? I can just look it up. What?
No, hold on.
No, something wrong? Yeah, not exactly. Let's just forget him. It's not fun messing with Mishima anymore.
That sounds like it might be Xavier from Love and Deep Space.
I'm gonna scream. Hold on.
Well, some of the Love and Deep Space actors are anonymous to protect their, to protect them.
I can tell you Mishima is Subaru from ReZero. I'm on the wiki for you. Alright, fair enough. Thank you. Think it was probably thank you. So, you have to be acting. You have been acting weird lately. I don't think I ever noticed all the bruises you got.
No.
Or I don't really know what you're talking about. 11 Days is not coming up. Yeah, but like Salem said.
Xavier, it's Xavier.
Yeah, I don't know if he's one of the ones where like they actually know who voices him.
I know for Silas's voice actor specifically, he's staying anonymous because he had like a really weird, dangerous situation, I guess, with some of his other voice acting because he's done spicy voice acting. So
I can't believe ReZero has a car as a character. I fucking, based on what I know about ReZero, I fucking can.
I don't know if all the... I honestly haven't looked mega into it, but I know some of the Love and Deep Space actors are anonymous. Which is fucking unfort.
Well, the thing is, you also... A lot of the reason why like voice actors and writers and shit wind up using like pseudonyms and stuff is so they can get around union rules.
It's not even pseudonyms. They just are flat out like
Well,
anonymous because of the company.
Same thing. Same idea, really.
Alright.
Union rules require that only one actor can have the same name. Wild shit. But also...
Steak. Damn it. Yeah, only Japanese voice actors for Love and
Yeah.
Deep Space. Yep.
Yeah, no, the English ones are... I don't know. Okay.
Which is a fucking shame because, like, I'm gonna go on another tangent. Sorry.
Yeah, boy.
Here's the thing, okay? A lot of Love and Deep Space absolutely is a little bit of a gooner game, but like 90% of it is not. And genuinely, I think those people's voices are really interesting and really unique compared to like what you hear a lot in media, if that makes sense. It's kind of like how what is it? J.K. Simmons, he has like a very unique voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you hear that voice, or Matt Mercer, and you're like, oh, that's Matt Mercer.
Right.
You know, it's not just like a generic voice. Every single one of the main characters in that game has a really unique voice like that.
We're spending a lot of time market.
And I wish I could see them in other media, if that makes sense.
Right, right.
Because, like, Jameson, you know who Mishima is?
Tell me, my friend. POV, you're only like trying to support her husband through his urination health issues. Stream tonight. Mista? Really? Oh, that's so good. Oh, you know what? I did actually... it's funny, since we're on the topic of voice actors, I need to look it up, actually, real quick. Because I don't remember if we brought this up, but I saw a post on Reddit being like, oh, it's this voice actress's, like, birthday or whatever. I saw Makoto was someone from fucking ZZZ. I didn't save it, but hold on. Because I don't think we played the voice actor game with Makoto.
No, we have not.
Shirame? How the fuck would you pronounce that name?
Shiramile.
Sure. Kechi and Makoto, both voice characters in Iron-Blooded Orphans. Neat.
Awesome.
Apparently she's the chair in Date Everything. That's neat.
Weird.
Hold on. I saw it. Oh. That's also just Lucy.
Oh.
Sorry, I need to find this.
Oh, I wonder if she's like, fucking, Kinyi.
She's Grookey.
Grookey?
The monkey.
Hell yeah. But, like...
Oh, that's Rhea.
I don't know. Like, I am really
I
proud
saw
of
something.
Date Everything was Nintendo Direct, and it keeps coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really, and in one vein, I'm really proud of the company for Love and Deep Space. I know they gave that option
I could've
for
sworn I saw.
all regions for the voice actors to keep secret if they wanted. I really love and respect that choice, especially for such a really popular game right now. But I also, in the same vein, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I do hope the voice actors don't get scared to take on other roles, if that makes sense. Because, like, I really think those voice actors could get some really cool fucking, like, be some really cool game characters. I'm starting to wonder if they got a different voice actor for each and everything.
They might have. Well, I could have sworn I saw like a ZZZ character in there somewhere.
But honestly, like, that game is just mostly sad. It's like, by the fucking way, it's more like love and depression. It's not love and deep space. It's love and depression. And it's also about, like, cyborgs and fucking space and shit. Like, the main story is very cool. And I kind of love and hate that it's also kind of like a weird dating sim thing. Because that's only, like, a small piece of it. Whereas, like, the plot is really fucking cool. But it is definitely famous because of, like, the Gooner clips in that game. But the
I
Gooner
can't
clips are
find
very
it.
good. I'm not hating on the Gooner clips unless it's Xavier. I do not like him. Oh, that was Makoto's voice actor is Miss Golden Week, and it was Golden Week.
Is that what that was? I could have sworn I saw fucking. Maybe I was wrong. Anyway. I was talking about his fucking old girlfriend. Never engaging, you believe that? She was so cheerful. I mean, she would get pretty aggressive. She was like kind of hot-headed, but always so kind too. She was the best thing that ever happened to me. I didn't deserve her, but if we'd had our shot, my life would have been so much happier than I'd ever been.
That's sad.
But reality's never that simple. A burglar broke into her family's home. Rumi and I had been visiting. We were there to see what he had done to them. It was just bad luck. Sorry, it is Golden Week. I see. But it didn't end there. He must have been desperate to escape. He attacked Rumi on his way out. I was right there with her, and I couldn't do anything. Pathetic, right? We were lucky Rumi's injuries weren't more severe, her physical ones at least. When the shock of the incident was too much, she had a mental breakdown. We talked about that, didn't we? How wounds of the heart aren't as straightforward as the physical ones.
She's the motivation for what he does.
She never really recovered from what happened. Even after all this time, I kind of lost myself in that pain for a while, too.
Why?
She didn't deserve that. None of them did. None of them did anything wrong. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
When I saw her in that hospital bed, I made a vow. And I swore that I'd do all I could to fight back against the unfairness of reality. If someone suffered like that, I'd help. Like I said before, Rumi's in a better mental place now. She's happy.
No, it's like in Fruits Basket with the seahorse all over again. Fuck.
Wow, that is an incomprehensible sentence. If you haven't watched Fruits Basket, and I refuse to elaborate for anyone who hasn't. But that pain I felt back
Dr.
then.
Seahorse.
No, shut up, actually. Don't tell anybody. It's
He
way
went
funnier.
through it.
But that pain I felt back then, that's how this project was born.
Oh.
It sure fucking is. You know what? When we're done with JoJo, we'll watch Fruits Basket and call. Fuck it. And thanks to you, I finally found the true
buddy.
goal that I researched too. I don't care how long it takes me, I'll make my dream come true. For Rumi's sake, of course, but for you too.
Oh my god, that's so
I
sad.
honestly don't have the words to say what it all means to me, but I can at least say this. Thank you so much for everything. Thanks to you, I found my answer.
I cannot.
Once it's ready, I hope you'll let me use it to help you find the happiness you deserve.
I cannot imagine getting engaged with someone and then breaking up. Like, I
Yeah.
think I would rather die.
My path is clear now.
Jesus Christ.
This probably be the last time I come to you about the paper.
And then Dr. Seahorse went to live in Termina and remarry. You
Well,
know,
I know
it's
if I
kind
push
of
that paper.
funny you say that,
When I
Dust.
do, I'll have to thank you one last time. You helped me see my dream through. I owe you so much.
No, Hottie. Okay. Yes. High five! Titan! Oh my god! Oh no! Jesus Christ! I feel so terrible now.
Anyway,
Holy shit!
jumping right off that topic.
Jesus Christ!
The only thing I'll tell you, but I'll say this before I finish my paper. Just hope you can forgive me for it.
A Gooner game, ZZZ.
No, don't mind me. Sorry, that came out way too ominous. Sammy sound more broken up about it than him.
All right. Well, see you.
So I think we're done dealing with Maruki. I think we only need to get his to 9, right? I don't really remember.
You're asking someone who's never played this game before.
Titan!
Titan? I just scared him off. Yeah, in Fruits
You
Basket,
need 9, alright, cool.
there is a...
No, don't tell them. It's way funnier.
No, it's so...
Don't tell them. It's way funnier if we just say the seahorse
listen,
is sad.
Some people have the curse of the Zodiac.
No,
If
just
a
say
person
it. Say
of
them.
the opposite gender hugs them or intercourses them, they turn into the animal of their Zodiac temporarily. And there is a really hot doctor man that has
You
done
ate for good, okay.
terrible, terrible things to me. Who is literally, it's really funny because Zane in Love and Deep Space is literally just hottie all over again. But anyway, hot Dr. Man. But he's Year of the Dragon, but then he really turns into a seahorse. It's very funny.
Okay.
It's very funny.
Well, it's because in, like, Japanese, like, myth or whatever, seahorses
It's like a
are just,
sea
like,
dragon.
baby... Well, no, it's like they thought seahorses were, like, just baby dragons or something. That's why, like, Kingdra and Dragalge are dragon types.
Yeah. But, sad Doctor Man he was gonna get married, and then Akito was like, fuck you. Literally physically abused this woman to the point of mental breakdown, and Hottie also, fun fact, just has, like, the power to wipe memories and suppress them.
They never bring up why he has that
And he
ability.
had to do that to his fiancée.
They never bring up why he has that ability. The rest of them don't have superpowers.
She lived on without him and got married.
Like,
He
the rest
was
of them,
sad.
the rest of them don't have, like, superpowers. Like, for some reason, he just has that ability separately. Like,
Yep. It's explained more in the manga.
hey, I doubt it.
Hey there.
Oh, hey, Maruki.
Fuck, I love that character. He's great, and he's also very hot.
All right,
I think
moving
I
on.
mentioned that.
Moving on.
I know.
I'd argue the cat has super abilities. I mean, like, yeah, but, like, he doesn't... I should say they don't have, like, abilities that are, like, that fucking separate. Because his thing is still linked back to... Also, hey, Yoshi. His thing is still linked back to the cat thing, right? It's not like he randomly can...
You're the cat.
It's not like he can randomly breathe fire or something, you know what I mean? Like, what does the mind wiping have to do with anything, you know?
Consider good for plot.
Yeah, literally, that's why.
Man,
It's also just to make his story more tragic.
I mean, yeah. Like, the show's about fucking magic and curses or whatever, like, it's just weird that, like, I don't know, it's just weird.
The way the manga described it, it was less of deleting a memory and more of having hypnosis powers to, like, suppress it. Because if you thought about it too hard, you could re-trigger it.
Right.
That's why with, oh my god, what's his fucking name? The bunny. The bunny boy. He's German. The German bunny boy!
I know, that doesn't fucking help me.
Doru! What the fuck is his name?
I don't fucking remember.
Fuck! No, not Momiji. Momiji? No.
No, yeah, that's Momiji.
Momiji?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Momiji.
Yeah, no, that's Momiji. Because who else is fucking Momiji?
Your mom.
I'm gonna fucking smack you with this controller.
Anyway, funny bunny kid, he's German. His mom had that mind wiping thing because also in the Zodiac, sometimes when a Zodiac kid is born, the mom goes through a mental breakdown.
Yeah, for some
that
fucking
happened to
reason,
the
it's like,
bunny mom.
for some reason, it's like the biggest deal in the world to these people, even though it's like, it's
Well,
not.
it's because you can never really hold your baby. Or, like, you might not feel like it's, like, your baby if you give birth and suddenly it's a horse. Or give birth and suddenly a rabbit. Like, you'd have a lot of questions. So, Momiji's mom was mind wiped. But Momiji can't see mom very often, or else it could re-trigger it. So... yeah, overall, Fruits Basket is, like, really traumatic and sad, but it's also really fucking good. And, like, very wholesome and heartwarming.
It is weirdly funny when it wants to be.
But it's also hilarious. Like there is a lot of inappropriate jokes in that show. It's hilarious. My favorite's the one with Haru.
So
Who's the cow. But
Akechi is taking us to the Jazz Gin.
Akechi is taking us somewhere sketchy.
It's not
Look at
quite an
me
apology
go.
for the incident back at the cafe, but rest assured we're safe here. I'm a regular. It's nice to take
I
some
don't
time off
trust
when we
this
can,
guy
don't you
as
think?
far as I could throw him.
What kind of place is this? It's just a jazz club. You get to hear some great performers here.
It's a jazz club. We're gonna interrogate you and probe your butthole.
But I'm underage.
Doesn't matter.
Well, same goes for me. Don't worry, we won't
Yo.
be drinking alcohol. Establishment is actually rather high schooler friendly.
Very well.
In any case, let's head in. Again, I don't fucking...
Why do you like me?
Again, I don't fucking buy that Akechi is a teenager.
I also don't buy Akechi as a good guy.
What will you do?
Like, he seems a little too friendly and, like, up close and personal with me, and it's like, brother, you're either really gay and really thirsty, or you're up to no good.
Bro, stop being a square and we're just trying to sip free
Why
drinks
the
and
fuck
essential
is
music with you.
Pitbull here? Hello? Mr. Worldwide! There he goes!
Looks like it's starting. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. Mr. Worldwide.
He looked just like him!
So, how relaxing. I really do like coming here. It's a great place.
Why is an option to say to be nervous? We're...
Ooh. I don't know how the song goes, so I just saw the ooh and I immediately went, ooh, give me everything.
Give everything tonight.
Ooh, I'm worldwiding.
Oh, you're gonna be widening.
Work obligations take me to quite a few restaurants, cafes, but this place is a little more special to me. I guess you'd call my go-to place. Do you have anywhere like that? I live there, actually.
Thank
Come
you,
on,
Salem.
Blanc.
I
I
feel
call
like
you
I'm back
actually
in
staying there.
5th grade mixer already.
Really, go-to place, you already live there?
It'd be
Well,
that,
say-
and then it'd be like, what's the song? It's like, fire. You're talking about the fire? The fire! I can't remember!
Though I have to say I'm envious. You must be quite well stocked on coffee and curry. I live alone myself, but I rarely have the time to cook my own meals.
Bates!
Do you cook?
What are you doing?
Very
It's impressive, but I'm much introduce myself. Even my efforts in cooking class have been underwhelming. In particular, my attempt to fillet a fish went poorly. So you see, we're moving up in the world of Persona. This is a man who can't cook.
Oh my god. It's Xavier. Disgusting. That's why I hate him.
I usually come here when I need some time to really think on my own. So chatting with you here is quite refreshing.
Speaking of which,
I'm
You know,
sorry,
you're
I will
the-
die on this hill.
You're the
I
first
hate
person I've
Xavier.
ever brought here.
He sucks.
Okay, thank you. We know.
He's boring. He
Okay,
burns
okay, thank you. We know.
I don't get why people like him. He's so annoying.
It's not like us keeping it for anyone, but I suppose it goes to show we have some strange connection.
Anyway, I'm going on Love and Deep Space rants again.
You don't need to, thanks.
It's such a good game.
Please.
I want someone to talk to about it.
There's no one here. I'm sorry.
I know. It's so sad. Hey, it's me. How was the gay sex? Was it gay enough for you?
Was it gay enough for you? Well, there's only men involved, so yeah, I guess. Don't really know how you make it much gayer than that.
You put on Adele music while you're fucking ramming each other's pee-holes? I don't know. Y'all snuggle and talk about Minecraft after? You start going off about, like, fucking Five Nights at Freddy's theories.
That's not gay, that's autism.
Yeah,
Like,
there's an overlap.
this is it.
I think that's highly insensitive. I think that's, like, insanely insensitive to say, actually.
Just kidding.
Like, I think that's homophobic, actually.
It's not gay enough. 6.8 out of 10.
Hey. Please head to the exam room.
You like that
Snuggle
one?
and talk about Minecraft after.
Honestly, that sounds goated.
Shut
You
up.
could be like, you go at it and then you just cuddle and talk about Minecraft. That'd be great. I am the littlest guinea pig there ever was. She was on screen.
No, we're gonna fix
So you
up.
have a demeaning kink too? That's wild.
Just plowed this dude in Overwatch.
NGE.
So we're gonna fix up this broken ass laptop we bought.
Man, my holes hurt. You know what I'm gonna do? Watch holes. Now that's gay right there.
No, that's gay.
I've never seen that movie.
It's not a bad movie. It's not a bad
Which is
book.
weird coming from you.
It was one of those things that they played on fucking like Disney Channel all the time.
Oh, it him.
Uh-huh.
It him.
So now that we fixed this laptop, hello, this is Shady Commodities Tanaka. I repeat, I'm Shady Commodities Tanaka.
We will get there. Oh, shit.
Here we sell wonderful and rare items that are not circulated among the general public. Curious about something? You've got access. Want something? You've got access. What the fuck is that? It just went to that site automatically. Was it configured out beforehand? Shady Commodities, so it's an online shopping site? You know, it's only got my attention. Let's check out when we have some time. So now we can access the black market.
Can I buy a shrunken head?
I think we probably could just find that in
Can
Mementos.
I buy a head,
I think we could probably just find that in Mementos.
please? Laugh! It's funny!
Laugh!
Laugh, please!
I'm fucking laughing.
Validate me!
I'm laughing, you fucking psycho. What do you want? Oh my god.
Study independently. Gay!
Are you done?
No. My incisions are so itchy from my surgery. It makes me want to crawl out of my skin. Like, genuinely.
Do we have a Target in Mementos?
I'll target you in Mementos.
You know what? Fuck. We
Sayonara!
can do some.
Oh, I forgot. Haru sold off. Yeah, that entire thing about women being sold. How unfortunate.
You're saying that like it's not that unfortunate at all.
I was
Like,
gonna say how original.
how original. Selling women like we haven't been doing that since fucking 1301.
Yeah, but then I realized that was kind of a lame joke, and then I couldn't come up with anything.
How creative, selling women.
Let's sell Yusuke instead.
I don't think we'd get much for him.
My poor boy! He's so nice. He's just a victim of the plot.
I'm on
Or
board.
lack thereof, I guess. Man of faces of many debts.
I don't remember how we deal with the cheating guy, by the way, so we're just
Cheating?
not going to.
Kill him. That's what you do.
Cheating in video games.
Oh.
I tried to get Roy to sell me one.
Sell you a gay sex?
No, a fucking woman. A gay
now
sex.
I'm just more confused. What?
We go into Walmart. One gay sex, please. Like what?
Yeah! Oh, dude, I'd be broke.
Well then.
Jeez.
Buying GF 10K. Is a kid in the arcade. Oh, right. Yeah, whatever.
That hurt when I laughed. I'm rocking up the woman store with my woman coupon, but egads, it's expired.
Put Ryuji in maid outfits, sell to meth addicts. I mean, we could.
He'd probably wear it and then unironically jack himself off. Like, he'd be like, yeah, woman. And then he'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm looking in the mirror. But he wouldn't realize till he's done.
Hey, Salem.
Yes, dear.
Could you, like, I know, like, we don't use, like, a script or anything. We don't really have, like, notes. But, could you, like, shut the fuck up?
3 enemies. They're
Hey, champ, cool stuff. Keep that to yourself next time. It's not gay if you... What the fuck did you just say?
we're the better fighters.
I've learned so much about myself thanks to this stream. That had nothing to do with it, though.
Don't use blessed attack.
Just so y'all know, that had
Just
nothing to do
trying
with
be
anything.
A little crazy, and then halfway through that sentence, I was like, oh no, I can't just not finish that thought.
Nicolas Cage without nipples is Nicolas Cage. Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Ow, that hurt. My wounds. Owie.
Ooh, I'm Ryuji.
Okay, let's move on.
I'm gonna Ryuj. I'm gonna splooge.
Ugh. Here comes the Ryuji Splooge.
He would do that unironically. Oh my god, that would be so awful. Good job, bud.
Now you're magnum opus? Yes. Tough. That's wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so much
Ow.
about being a tough shadow.
Who is doing things?
That's Beans.
Beans! What are you doing?
Just found a mouse. Mouse toy.
He whacked my butt.
I don't think he meant to. Here comes the Ryuji Sploogi. Wet splatter noises across the room.
Oh,
Ugh.
It's weak to new
God, that's awful.
Ugh.
I hate this bit.
This is your fault!
I know, I didn't mean to.
Let's continue. Good work, everyone.
Here comes the Ryuji Sploogi.
All right.
I hate everything. Ugh.
Yeah,
For nothing.
like pressure hoses the paint off the wall. Terrible.
Oh, I'm joeing.
What? Joeing?
When we
Who the fuck is Joe?
when Josh wants us to turn on fucking JoJo, he just goes, "Yo, are we gonna be joeing at some point tonight?"
Oh, okay. That must be like after I go to bed or something.
It usually is, yeah. Because we've been holding a gun to Titan's head and making him watch JoJo.
Nice.
We're like 10% of the way through part 3 at the moment.
Hell yeah. 2 and 3 are my favorite parts, but I really enjoyed 4.
No, 4 is my favorite. The natural city of Ryuji's special attack is known to melt the paint off of walls. Was the gallbladder thing playing any role in keeping your inside thoughts inside? Because we might need to call those docs. They have it still lying around. They can put it back in.
Well,
You're
my
acting
gallbladder exploded firstly.
You're acting
Secondly, you come in here and you're like, I'm your tiniest little gerbil. Fucking peg me, woman.
You're
Like-
acting like Salem ever kept their inside thoughts inside. Like, ever.
I just have a lot to share. I don't know. I also just try to be funny, and my humor meter is broken, and sometimes it's disgusting. We got the cherry scene, and I still hate Kakuin.
That's fair.
What's wrong with Kakuin?
He is
What
weird.
that mouth do? Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't think I could ever fuck Kakuin.
I would like
He
it.
seems like a nice dude, but he
Please
also
stop
seems
talking.
like you'd take him to a steakhouse
Stop.
and he'd order a grilled cheese. Like, that's just so weird.
The things you say about people have no rhyme or reason at all. Like, genuinely, you just say words until they vaguely form a sentence.
The way he eats cherries
Well,
mostly.
guess being cramped is better than being.
Oh, mister. Hey, mister.
Oh, he's fixing up the crystal for us, right? Yeah.
I was gonna say that's not an inside thought.
Ring of greed.
I just want something inside me, but that doesn't actually help my case at all.
Not even a fucking little bud.
And also, they couldn't really put my gallbladder in, A, surgically removed, but B, it literally popped while they were doing surgery. So, like, that's not, you know, as they say, poggers. I'm convinced that they do know what a sentence is.
That's the problem. They do, and they think it's funny to keep going like this.
Oh, I'm a writer, absolutely, but I'm also a Twitch streamer, so in which case I gotta make dick balls and vagina jokes all the time.
Dick balls.
Dick balls!
Yeah, let's see, what was ring agreed
Some of them weirdly click though, like the visions of a Milwaukeean
Oh.
vampire.
Best of them increases where his attack for 3 turns at the start. That's pretty good.
Ow.
Next one's interesting.
Listen, I gotta be weird, make dirty jokes, and make people slightly uncomfortable
Keep that in
because
mind for
it's
later.
funny. Not uncomfortable in a bad way, just like I say something and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, reminds me, someone explained how the meta of Quiplash is based on core RPS Triangle and it was very illuminating. Go on. Pop off. I didn't even know you were there.
Who's the chopper?
All right.
You know, hold on.
Actual jokes lose to cum, that much we know, but cum loses to vote this if cum, and accordingly vote this in cum simply whiffs if the opponent makes an actual joke.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
What?
fair.
I'm lost.
So you know how in, like, Quiplash, like, the meme is, like, it just evolves with people saying cum instead of, like, an actual punchline?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think...
Or in,
Yeah.
or in Titan's case, just, like, saying the N-word, like...
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just... That could be said about any joke. It can be overdone, and I do admit, I know I absolutely overdo jokes sometimes.
Well, the thing is, every once in a while, the cum joke is funny. Like, you know, we have the clip where we're playing it with Logan on stream, and, it was like, you know, your parents what was it? You know your parents weren't sad when you moved out and you come home and they turned your room into a blank and we both said sex dungeon? Like, that's funny.
Yeah.
The problem is, it is hard to come up with a punchline, right? For shit like that. So, like, just defaulting to, like, come.
I don't think you've ever overdone a joke in your life. Smiley face! Oh no!
Yeah.
Do you think all my jokes are overdone? Panics. Oh no! Jameson, I'm not funny.
You are funny. The problem
Kill
is,
myself.
you are funny. The problem is when you, your problem is when you hit, your problem is when you hit funny, you're like, I need to keep hitting it until it dies. Like, you...
Is this why Pup Pup doesn't love me?
Okay.
Ward off the enemy's attack. Persona.
God, 4 smiley faces. No, Pop Up is just a narcissist.
Yeah, no, that one's not your fault. Salem seeing the horse has been beaten. Okay, that's pretty funny.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Oh no. Now, here's a counter argument, chat. Sometimes I gotta fight the jokes off with a stick. I wanna be
no! Back! Back! See, that's what we're talking about.
Back jokes.
Back jokes! Back I said!
Let's go.
Y'all say that, but then must I remind you of the fucking, I almost said Dragon Tales, of Dragon Quest, where you're like, oh, laddie. Not only for one episode, it's like leaked into other episodes.
See, the problem
It is
is...
an inside joke because now you're like, oh, laddie, the brownies.
The problem
Oh!
is, you see, there's the
It's like,
difference. There's
hello?
there's the stark difference.
No.
Because Chad is in on it. If I was just going, oh, Lottie, and there was no response whatsoever, I would stop. But
You're telling me I'm a fucking loser.
no, I'm just saying, like, you're comfortable. You make yourself laugh, and you're like, yeah, hell yeah, and that's fine. You know, making yourself laugh is a good skill to have. But like, I look, you know, I go like, oh, Lottie, and I look in the corner, and Missile's like, oh, Lottie, the December to Remember sales event, Lottie, or something. Like, no, we can't do anything about the video game, guys. So sometimes I gotta sit at my porch all night with Pop Pop's old 12 gauge scanning the tree lines because the feral jokes keep coming out of the woods.
Let's do it.
Like Pop Pop taught me. Let me see a
My
joke.
Pop didn't teach me.
Well, your dad's not funny, so like,
Nah.
fusion alarm.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your
You wish to
body
view
and
the
soul.
complete registration, yes?
Ugh.
Are you certain?
Right, just that one. Register.
You wish to register it to the compendium?
Register.
Are you certain?
I think we're probably gonna get rid of you soon. Okay.
Alarm time in
This
So I remember
is its powered up
correctly.
form.
You turned into something pretty good. Let me
Gotta get a top tier protector.
Pins and curses. Compare. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we can like everyone can equip that. That's pretty good. That's a weapon for on.
This was a funny interaction I had on
weapon is more
VC
powerful
today,
than
friend.
normal.
I'm playing Strive again. Me. If you need help, there are resources we can put you in touch with. Them. Like Dustloop? No, like counseling.
I know what counseling. That's pretty good. Oh, let's do this.
Is this the result? Perhaps this is a bit excessive.
Yeah, Igor, it's fine. Some good fucking armor there. We're gonna go back to fusion because it always goes so fucking well.
Get ready for this.
I see. This is certainly a powerful persona.
You know what? Hold on. I need to check something actually. Where the fuck's my phone? There you are. What the fuck did we need for this last bit of the
Wasn't it
wardens?
Horus?
Did we need a... Fuck, hold on. Oh. Persona 5. Royal. Twins. Confidant. Give me a minute here. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, Seth with high counter. Yeah, it looks like it. It was Horus and... Oh, yeah, right, yeah, because all the Egyptian ones, and it looks like our easiest bet is going to be to get a skill card for a high counter. Which I guess we can get one from a Mementos quest, so we can just make... Okay, fuck it. Oh, but I don't want to get rid of Tsukiyomi. I just made him.
Summon him again.
That's a pretty strong one.
Jesus Christ, can you turn the bloom down on that eagle? Fuck.
He's cool. He is kind of basic, though.
Yeah. He's not even like a bird dude, he's just a bird.
You seek power beyond your limits.
I don't think I'm not going to be able to afford to resummon Tsukiyomi if I do that. Alright, you know what? We know those two make it. Hold on.
This is what the motherfuckers driving around at right in their Ford F-150s have beaming out of their headlights. The first issue is that they're driving a Ford.
We know that that's what we need, so we'll just worry about that later. We can make...
You okay with this?
Wait, hold on. Let me check another thing. I'm sorry. One alternate route without the skill card. Make Pazuzu. Okay, so we can actually get Pazuzu to do this too. So let's just do that first.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Fucking Christ.
I cannot expect
Sure,
both
I
of you
mean-
to work.
And apparently there's an option we can do to do this without needing the skill card, which means we could get it done sooner. So, and that involves Pazuzu. So we'll just grab Pazuzu right now, and then fuck it, we'll go gambling. We'll grab a fucking fusion accident just because we can. Even though it's never really worked out, but fuck it, it's better than nothing.
It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable.
Zuzu shouldn't need 2 must resummon. Yeah.
You okay with this?
Can't teach you the fucking healing. Sorry. Red
It is
Rider.
neither remarkable
Oh,
nor
look at that
unremarkable.
horse.
It is a horse.
We're not gonna get him though, is the problem. Like, we know we're gonna get some stupid bullshit instead.
Let's try it.
Well, no, there's not, we know it's gonna be a fusion accent. That's the point. Like, some part of me almost doesn't want to even bother, because like
Just
it
pick
letting.
2 shitty ones.
We don't have 2 shitty ones.
Choose wisely.
Like, we really don't have. Well, I mean, okay. Okay, fine.
Is this something
These.
choose which skills to inherit?
This should be still be reborn.
Isis and Piss Caca. Oh, hey, we got the snake. He's actually, like, way higher level than that thing. I got the, are you sure you want to send this?
Unexpected turn of events.
Okay, neat, I guess. You can't really use him for much because his skills are garbage because of that, but... Alright, you know what? Let's run back in for a second.
Do you need something?
I'm curious if we are actually... Well, I'll tell you about the skill card. Do we have Dakini? I have no idea if this is even gonna work, but like we can.
You'd like to read the compendium? These are the paths you have walked.
No. I really wish it like by default only showed you the shit you had registered because like why?
You can registered only.
No, I would, but on default it's like this. I wish it was default to this, and then you could like have it show you.
I got the. Are you sure you want to send this? It's probably because it said, ISIS in it.
Probably. Give me a moment here. I'm gonna pull up the old calculator and do a little bit of searching. Let me settings. Oh, good. Still set from last time I was here. Sorry, boys. I'm just gonna need a minute. Okay. Identify. Sorry, I'm like fucking flipping through multiple tabs on my phone here. Alright, looks like that'll actually work. Okay. Okay, sorry. So first we need... I don't know if we'll have enough money to do this, but we can get this started at least. We need...
Are you able to shut off that light right there? It's like poking me in the eye. Thanks.
Yeah.
This
Lamia.
skill withdraw this is your power.
And... Queen's necklace.
This is what you'll withdraw. This is your power. Such rudeness. The inmate needs our guide. You
So if
wish
we
to perform fusion.
fuse these two, it'll make
Looks pretty
Dakini.
tough.
who can learn high
You
counter.
wish for more power than you can handle.
We don't have enough money to make it. I'm going to scream.
Done already? What? Done already? What?
Alright. Well, that's fine, because, I mean, we're in Mementos. We just picked up a bunch of crap from Mementos, so we should be able to sell it to get that taken care of. Or we could stay in here and grind money. Yeah, let's just leave for right now.
What do you want to do?
You're back.
So, if you ended up in... Fucking goddamn it. We know!
Hey,
So, if you end up doing mementos or whatever, and you're like, I still want to do shit at night, what you do is you head to the phone and you call up Kawakami.
Right.
Man, it might become my job to become a teacher, visitor, student for personal reasons. I can't get found out, you know. I hope you don't mind just like this when I come to help you. They just really didn't want to bother making another model, I guess.
Master.
Well, they already had her model not like that.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. That's probably not actually the reason. I don't know. So what do you think?
I don't feel anything, I guess.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Jeez. Well.
Yeah, no, so that's not like...
Oh.
That's not like, innuendo or something. She just does that. And now we can go out. This, again, kind of cracks some shit wide open. Because you basically get double time.
So if you don't romance her, do you still get that as an option?
Yep.
Weird.
That's just the reward period. So if you don't romance her, it leans into more of like a... It leans into more of like a...
All right.
Actual, like...
You should be great.
Mother-son sort of deal. Where she's like, I need to make sure you're not gonna fucking die in this attic. I guess.
That's kind of weird.
Listen, man, you're the one who wanted to rail the teacher. This is your fault. Alright, back in here. So now, if we need to grind money or something, we can literally do it without losing anything. Which, who knows, maybe fucking... Well, kind of would waste some like time if I did it off camera, but...
Do you have
The
business
platonic
with
route of
me?
Kawakami is pretty sweet if a little awkward, yeah. Because I think they really expect you to go for it, because again, this game is being marketed like teenage boys, so they're like, oh yeah, no, 90% of this player base is gonna fucking jump on that opportunity. But like, no, like, it's not bad. Doesn't really fucking matter. Oh, you actually can learn the healing skills. Sure.
It's power now for a rebirth.
Oh my goodness gracious, my teacher been a maid outfit of Wooga. Are you fucking kidding?
Damn. Ooh. We got the haunts.
Selm, I spent 70,000 yen on that because we needed the other thing.
Quite what I was expecting.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Finished.
Done already? What?
You can stealth
No
shit, right?
slacking off.
No, I just sold everything. We have nothing. Oh my fucking god, I
Is
hate
it worth
this
it?
game.
Check it.
What are you talking
Reload
about?
it.
I didn't save.
That's on you.
No, it fucking is not! Oh, I fucking hate this game. That's so annoying.
Is it really gonna be that hard to get that much money again?
Considering we couldn't afford it the first time, yes. Cool. So much for that, I guess.
I mean, you could always grind off stream.
It's a little awkward because I would need to make sure I don't bleed into another day, because that's kind of how Persona works. It's like, not really. Sorry, you know what? Fucking hold on.
Man, I never got this many non-alarm fusion accidents.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
It's because we're streaming. I swear it's the stream curse.
All right.
We have random ass items we don't really need.
You should be great.
Because I'm also gonna need money to summon the other fucking things.
Not that I have any tangible place to judge, but I never managed to understand the whole teacher fantasy. Like, I feel like you'd
That's fine.
associate
should
they're
be grateful.
getting an assigned essay, and there's no way that's
I guess that's fine.
arising unless you're into
You should be
pain.
grateful.
It's the best way I could fucking rationalize it as someone who fucking hated school and like the thought would make me vomit. Is like, it's just like a power thing, I guess. Like most kinks come down to that on like a sort of like, you know, most basic level.
It's probably like a kink / forbidden thing.
Right, yeah, it's like a power dynamic deal. But like,
I could get it in a role-playing sense, like 100%, but like I could not
Come again.
in real life.
No,
Absolutely not.
no, well, because like that's the thing. Like I've gone over this like a billion times where like
Something.
I kind of fucking hated school. I think in all the years I did school, I had maybe, and I'm being generous with this definition of good, had like 3 good teachers my entire life. I would rather die. Like, okay, let's try this again.
You'd like to read the compendium? Read here. This a fee is
Watch
written,
this
accept
double
this
accident.
persona.
I will fucking kill. That was already a double fucking accident. You'd think it would be on like a cooldown or something.
Is this what you'll withdraw? This is your power.
Save first.
Time for
I
some
already did.
rehabilitation. Let's now
You
choose.
can't save in the Velvet Room.
Looks pretty.
You wish for more power than you can.
Select the
fine.
skills you'd like to inherit.
Its power will be now for a rebirth.
Boys, the stream is a little low stakes for me. You gotta start putting money on some parlays. Okay. Sportsman, God David, damn. Alright, so at level
Power
52,
requires sacrifice.
this thing will learn the counter attack we need. So, hey, weird snake
enough?
thing. That's not enough for a level.
Do not expect much power
Nope.
from this. Do not expect much power from this.
God, really?
Do not
This is what it shall be.
that's
Let
fine.
us begin.
It's really annoying because for some reason the sacrifice thing, it's like once per persona per day, I think.
Mm-hmm. The sports betting got David.
Yeah, I really don't understand why we can't just pump it full of fucking persona juice, but sure. I guess we'll just have to keep coming back.
Already? What? No slacking off.
We got nothing to do. Back home.
Oh.
That was good enough? Okay. You doing okay over there?
Shucks.
let's first things first. Let's head to the Velvet Room. Let's just keep pumping this thing full of steroids while we can. I'm assuming it, like, resets every day. Because we have some bullshit we don't need anymore just sitting around in our
The
inventory.
inmate needs our
It does,
power
okay, good.
requires sacrifice.
I mean, this guy's, like, cool, but we don't need him. We need Pazuzu for later. Game, please. Okay.
This is what let these powers
Level you
unite.
up. We could always head back into Mementos to grab more just garbage personas as well and more money if we wanted to. You
Yeah.
Sure, you sure you're doing okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mhm.
Don't need that.
You change your What?
Oh, god damn it. I always do that.
Do you
Are you finished? What? No slacking off.
What time did you say you need us to wrap up?
Like 10:30.
Okay, it's already 10:10. So should we just...
I would if I didn't have to work tomorrow, but I do.
I guess I should we just stop now then?
We could. I feel bad.
I think it's probably going to be our best bet, because then we'll just have more social link stuff. We're going to have like another 10 days worth of social link shit to do for the next stream. So, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do one more social link thing, and then it'll be nighttime, and then if I need to grind money in between, we won't like miss anything. I might not bother, but if I feel like fuck it, I might as well, we can. Because then I can just
Well,
grind the money, get the fucking
what will you do?
massage done off screen, and then
Shall we go?
Haru was sold off 2 weeks ago. And then like we won't miss anything. We won't waste any of our time, resources, or anything.
back?
Hey, hey!
Okay, which is good because there's a catchy and he's gonna want to fucking hang out. Okay. In that case, I think it's time to wrap up. God, I really wish that fucking fusion accident didn't happen. That was really annoying.
That's wild. I knew you jinxed yourself the second you said we weren't gonna get that red horse.
I just didn't want the fucking horse at the moment. Yeah, we're gonna call her there, everybody. Thank you all for coming by and chilling with us. Thank you again to Titan for the resub. Appreciate it. Appreciate all y'all coming to hang out with us. Next stream should be Wednesday.
Yep.
How you feeling after sitting around for like almost 2 hours? You feel good?
Yeah.
Cool. So hopefully streams will be... Hopefully... Where's some wood? Hopefully streams will be fine and we can just glide through to the end of this game and we can finally get to Mario before next winter.
Yeah.
But until next time, everybody, keep yourselves hydrated. Take care of yourselves. Get some fucking sleep. And until next time, have yourselves a great night and we'll see you later.